Welcome to my local agency YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to launch a local Facebook ad. This will be part 1 of the series. Enjoy!
So we will get a little bit technical, but right now understand the concept. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go over the ins and the outs of how to launch a Facebook ad successfully, how to properly set up Facebook Manager, your ad account, and then other nuances simplified. Okay, if you don't know what any of this means, you will know what all this means by the end of this training. Okay, I promise you that. How to use ads to get more appointments for your services, and how to use ads to position yourself as a marketing expert in your town. This is so important because when I look at the marketplace, just in my town in general, there is basically nobody, and I mean like nobody, that are doing branding type ads, authority type ads, credibility type ads, like ads that basically are like a handshake to say nice to meet you. I'm going to go over all that type of stuff, but you can do it at scale so people know who you are, which is going to lead to more appointments and clients. And then we're going to cover advanced prospecting techniques so you can generate more business consistently. Now, with that said, that is a lot to cover. So this will be a 2-part call, and the second part of the call will be next Thursday, okay? And we're actually going to be having a special guest, which is an ad expert, to come in and teach a little bit further. So you're really going to love this mini series that we're doing. Very excited. So let's go over how Facebook works, okay? Let's go over how Facebook works. Now, the way that I want you to think about Facebook is I want you to think about a billboard. You've seen billboards, right? You're riding down the highway or in your town and you happen to see a billboard. Surprisingly, that modality of marketing is still popular to this day. Don't know why, but it is. But Facebook is like a specific billboard, meaning the only people that will see this billboard is based on who you want to put your ad in front of. So you can choose on Facebook to say, I want to put my ad in front of a specific demographic, a certain age, income, education level, and job title, such as I work in this industry, I work in this field, or I'm a business owner, right? You can even target restaurant admins, like people that are admins on restaurant for restaurant pages. Like you can do a lot of those types of targeting. You can target by interest, hobbies, likes, associations that they're a part of, TV shows they watch, even locations, right? You can target by specific locations, zip codes, states, cities, and then you can even target by behaviors, such as the purchases that they've made, and then device usage. Do they use an Android or an iPhone? And then you can even say, I want to target people who are only connected to Wi-Fi, right? So think of Facebook as just this big billboard that the only people that see it are the dedicated specific people that you want to see your ad, okay? So the question is, how do you get your ad shown? How do you get your ad shown? Well, Facebook is an auction. Like that's really what it is. Like imagine an auction. It's like, all right, who wants this ancient relic here? And it's like, we got a bid over here for $1,000. Okay, we got a bid over here for 500. We got a bid over for 5,000. Okay, winner goes to 5,000, right? It's an auction, okay? But it's a little bit deeper than that, because when you think about this auction, you're literally fighting for space. Because the reality is many advertisers that Facebook has on their platform, there's no way that every advertiser can have their ad shown, because you're dealing with limited inventory and you're basically paying for placement of your ad. So Facebook is able to put your ad on a mobile news feed. You can see ads on the right-hand column. You've seen that before. There's ads that are shown on the actual news feed on a desktop. These are all things you've seen. There's even messenger ads. You can put ads on sponsored stories. So they're adding different monetization areas, but think about it as inventory. And there's no way that every person's ad can be shown. So that's why it is an auction, okay? But it goes deeper than that. I just want you to understand the concept of what we're talking about. So it's not just about who is willing to pay the most money, because that's typically how an auction works. It's not just about that, right? It's about the ad that creates the best user experience and satisfies what users want to see. Now, what do I mean by user experience? At the end of the day, that is what Facebook is optimizing for. Like, yes, Facebook has shareholders and Facebook has to make money, but they're not going to do it at the expense of their product, which is people, right? The reason Facebook is free and the reason they have, I think the last stat I heard is like over 2,000 data points from demographics, job titles, income, all kind of stuff on the people, is the product is the actual people. If you piss off the product, which is the people, by just letting any ad go on their platform, they're going to lose people, which means they're going to lose advertisers. So it's this balance that they have to maintain by making sure that the user experience is the absolute best. That makes sense? So it's not just about the highest bidder. So ads that create a better user experience performs better and satisfies Facebook. So let me give you an example so this is clear. So Facebook typically makes money by cost per clicks, okay? So basically it's like, what are you willing to pay for a click? Person in our auction that wants your ad to be shown, right, on a newsfeed or desktop or whatever. So advertiser A, let's say they're willing to pay 50 cents per click. Okay, let's just keep it very simple. And let's say that 300 people actually click the ad that goes directs to them to their landing page of this advertiser. So when you look at 50 cents times 300, then they would pay Facebook $150. Okay, get that? Advertiser B is willing to pay more money. They're willing to pay $1 per click, double what advertiser A was going to pay. But they only happen to generate 100 clicks. So they pay Facebook $100, $1 per click times 100. So when you look at this example here, black and white, even though advertiser B is willing to pay more per click, advertiser A is making Facebook more money, in which Facebook deems that they are creating a better user experience for their platform. Now, before I continue, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Give me some feedback, please. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. All right. Good. Lots of yeses. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Carl, Saeed. Awesome. Very good. All right. Doing good, folks. I like that. I like that. See, it's not so bad, is it? Facebook ain't so bad. Let's keep rolling here. All right. So creating great ads is all about thoroughly understanding your audience, right? You have to know what their problems are and the solutions they desire. So a lot of times when you start, if you've ever created a Facebook ad and it did not go well, then you can usually attribute that back to the targeting, who you're putting your billboard in front of may not have been as targeted as it needed to be. You can attribute that to the way that you're trying to get their attention through your copy, the wording that you're using, what you're saying in your ad may not have hit on the core problems that your audience is facing. And it may not have led to solutions or hinted on solutions that your product or service can provide. So it's a balance of science and art, but really is very formulaic. You know, you want to put your ad, which is a billboard, in front of the right people, the right audience, but you have to say the right things to this audience, and the best way to say the right things are their problems and their solutions. So we're going to cover that more in detail. I'm just kind of giving you the 1,000-foot view as we dig deeper, okay? So now that you understand kind of how Facebook works at a high level, let's go through the mechanics of Facebook. We're going to start digging a little bit deeper, okay? So here's the level of Facebook ads. There's the business manager, And this is the central hub to manage all of your advertising. You can manage your ad accounts. You can give permissions for ad accounts. For instance, this is the place where if you are doing advertising for a company that runs ads and you are the agency that's fulfilling the ads, then you would get permission to their ad account through Business Manager. If you have staff on your team and you have someone dedicated to working on certain accounts, but you don't want to give them access to all of your client accounts that you're managing Facebook ads for, you can assign certain permissions. So think of the Business Manager as the hub to manage all of your ad interactions, okay? Now there's also the Ads Manager, and this is the place where we build the ads that our audience sees. So when you talk about the ads as far as the images, the videos, the copy, the thing that people actually see on Facebook, you build that inside the Ads Manager, okay? So again, the hub, right? What I call the hub is where we manage our ads. That's the Business Manager. You manage ad accounts, the pages, the people who will work on them all in one place. So we're going to set that up in just a few moments, okay? And then the Ad Manager is who sees our ads, okay? And this is where we do all of our targeting and set our budget and our placement and all of that stuff. So let's do this now. So the hub, the Business Manager, is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to set that up, but let's dig a little bit deeper into the Ads Manager. So inside the Ads Manager, there's 3 levels, okay? Again, this is the place where we build the ads that your audience sees, okay? There is a campaign level, okay? That's level number 1. This is the objective of the ad. Now, you can set certain objectives whenever you set an ad up. That is, do you want more awareness? Do you want to generate leads? Are you trying to drive more traffic to something? Are you trying to get more video views? Do you want more branding? Like, Facebook has a lot of objectives, and based on their algorithm and how it works, based on the objective you're trying to achieve, Facebook will best optimize your ads to attain that goal. So that's really the main takeaway you need to know. When we start launching our ads, one of our main objectives will be, for lead generation, because we're trying to drive people off of Facebook to our site so we can capture leads. So Facebook will optimize our ads best to achieve that objective, okay? Now, the second layer, or the second level, once you set your objective, is the ad set level. Now, this level is where you set the amount that you want to spend, your budget. You're also able to set where your ads will show. So that could be location, or when your ads will show. That'd be like the schedule. So you can say, I want my ads to show only Monday through Friday, but not on the weekends. And then you can set who you want to show your ads to. This is your audience. So remember in that billboard example I provided, the demographic, the income, the age, the job title, the behaviors, like that is your audience. You can dig really, really deep into that. And where you want to show your ads. So this is the placement, right? Facebook has a lot of different areas that you can show your ad, whether it's on the news feed, the right-hand column, on mobile only, through the audience network. That's like just a lot of different websites that Facebook can show your ad on. It's like a big network of just websites outside of Facebook, through Messenger, even on Instagram. So there's a lot of different placements that you can say, where do I want my ad to actually show at where people see it, okay? And then the third level is once you've set the objective on the campaign, once you've done everything on the ad set level, then we have the actual ad level. And that is the actual ad that people see. This is where we add our copy, the wording that people will read. This is where we add our video or our images. Okay, so those are the 3 levels inside Ads Manager that we're going to be building out. Okay, and this is kind of how it looks like for people that are more visual at the higher kind of a more visual viewpoint. So you got the campaign level, right? So the objectives. You got the ad set level. That's where you're setting the schedule of your ads and the audience, and the placement, and the budget. And then the actual ads on the ad level, this is where you set your images, your links, your video, your creatives, all of that good stuff. Okay? So, are we clear on that before we get going and continue? Is this making some good sense? Are you getting some more clarity on advertising? Let me know. Let me know. So glad you are covering this. This is exactly what I need right now. Awesome. 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 I'm so glad. Let's see here. Yes, we will, Corey. I'll be going over some of that. This is how I like to transfer. I like to build. You know, I picture Legos, and it's like we gotta lay the foundation before we start building on the structure here. Okay. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that compliment. Gail says I'm a good teacher. I appreciate that. That makes me smile. All right. All right. Go back to the last slide. Yes. So this is the slide here. Very good. All right, let's keep rolling here, folks. And you will get this replay, okay? So no worries. You'll get this replay. All right. Good to continue? Okay. So now that you understand how Facebook works and the 2 areas of Facebook, the business manager and the ad manager, you understand that the ad manager has 3 different levels. Let's talk about the system that we're going to build, okay? So here's what it looks like, you know, at the high level view. We're going to be creating an ad, right, on the left here, okay? This happens to be an ad for a company that provides landline texting. I thought it was very congruent. And then you want people to click on that ad and go somewhere. So we're going to be driving them to a landing page of some sort, right? This could be for a product that we provide in our community, or a service that we provide. It could be for any service that you provide. It doesn't matter. I'm giving you the framework that you can apply to anything you do. So in this case, we'll be driving it to a landing page, and we're trying to generate a lead. And that is the game here, right? This is the game that we're trying to play, is how can we get more visibility and exposure so people take the desired action that we want. Because it stands to reason that if we can reach more people and put our ad in front of a specific audience of who we want to see our ad, then more people will see our ad, click on it, be educated on our landing pages, and we're going to capture leads, and then we're going to be able to follow up with those leads that are going to lead to more appointments and subsequently the desired goal, more clients. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing here. Generating leads, ads to leads to appointments. Okay? When you think about it from that simplified standpoint, then once you start doing this, it's just a matter of tweaking and optimizing. You know, you'll notice that, hey, this ad that had this woman on it, or, you know, this graphic, it didn't perform as good as an ad that I had with a video. But then there was an ad that I had with video that didn't perform as good as a simple static image of real people. So this game is about testing and tweaking and understanding, you know, how you can continue to improve. And we're going to go over that once we start, you know, getting into it. Okay. So most people will not take action the first time they see your ad. What? Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Most people will not take action the first time they see your ad. So we'll need to ensure that you can stay in front of them. Well, how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we make sure that we can follow people with our ads if they don't take our desired action, like opting in or booking the call with us? Well, we're going to do something called retargeting, okay? And look from the top left, and this is exactly how this process works. So a potential customer, right, they see your specific billboard, right? And then they visit your site, okay? but maybe they don't opt in, okay? Or maybe they opt in, but then they don't book an appointment, right? And they later leave, right here where it says later they surf the web. And then guess what? They start seeing your ad across the web, even though they did not take the immediate action when they first landed on your site in step 2. So retargeting allows you to follow this person across the web just as a reminder. And your ad recaptures interest, bringing them back to your site. And then that potential customer turns into a new client. This is the name of the game. Retargeting works, folks. Like, I actually appreciate when ads and brands and companies actually retarget me, because sometimes I may see something of interest, but I'm not in a position at this point in time, at the exact moment I seen the ad, to actually go and buy the stuff. So I always hope, like, man, I hope they retarget so I can see this again and be able to click on it. So it was really, really helpful from that standpoint. Now, you must use what we call a Facebook pixel in order to do retargeting. Hear me out now, okay? Getting a little deeper. In order to do retargeting, you need what we call a Facebook pixel. Don't let this confuse you, okay? It's very simple. What is a Facebook pixel? It allows you to show your ads to people that have took specific actions with your ads. It also gives you data on your ad performance. Your pixel allows you to show ads to people based on actions, such as you can target people that visited your landing page only. You can pixel people who have opted into your website, meaning leads, right? You can pixel people that watched a certain percentage of video in your ads. Yeah, Facebook can say, pixel people who have watched 50% of my ad or 100% of my ad. Because someone who only watched less than 10% is not as of a hot prospect compared to someone who's watched 100% of your video. You can actually do that stuff. It's wild, right? Facebook allows it. And you can advertise to those people on Facebook, Instagram, or the partner websites across the web. So this pixel is basically an invisible tracking mechanism that allows you to track specific actions, okay? Now, so your Facebook pixel allows you to track the actions people took on your ad so you can do retargeting, which is following them. So the pixel tracks it and allows you to do the following across the web, okay? Now, in order to put specific ads in front of people that took a specific action, you'll need to create what we call a custom audience, okay? So hear me out. A custom audience basically allows you to target the specific people to create a quality audience. So give you an example, right? So we're going to put a pixel on your landing page, okay? And this pixel will track people who have only landed on your landing page. So we can build an audience, a custom audience of people that only landed on your website. We can also build a custom audience of people who have opted into your site, which are leads, okay? So when we build these custom audiences, it allows you to put an ad in front of only those people who took that specific action. And this is relevant and important because you may market differently to someone who has only landed on your website but is not a lead, versus you may market to someone in a different way who has actually opted into your website and they are a lead. So it allows you to advertise and to based on the actions they took, because it tells you kind of how deep they have gone inside of your funnel. Does this make sense? I know I just threw a mouthful at you, but is anything that I need to clear up, or is this pretty straightforward for you? Let me know here as I take a sip of water. All right. It's not that confusing, is it? It's pretty clear, right? It's pretty good. Good. Sure it does. Awesome. So far, so good. Wonderful. I like to hear that. All right. So question is, so can you create multiple audiences? Absolutely create multiple audiences. You know, I know when a lot of the ads that we do, especially for, like we promote as an example for our birthday formula, I'll create an audience based on people who have watched a specific percentage of my webinar. I'll create an audience based on people who just landed on the landing page but didn't opt in. I'll create an audience for people that watched the 5-minute overview but did not sign up for the automated webinar. I'll create an audience for people that actually signed up for the actual webinar and watched the 5-minute video. I'll create an audience for people who watched all of the video, all of my webinar, but they didn't buy the product. So in that example, for people who watched all of my webinar, opted into all my stuff, but did not buy, the type of videos I'm sending them are more testimonial. Like, here's people who've used our system. Here's the results that people have been able to achieve. Because in my mind, like in their mind psychologically, there's something that's holding them back from actually purchasing, right? And if they've gone through every single step, but they didn't pull the trigger, like there's a reason why. So your pixel allows you to track the actions and create these audiences, and you can think through where they're at in your customer journey. So it allows you to do more effective marketing, because it's like you're not going to market to someone in the same way that have took all of the necessary actions versus someone who is just a casual looker and have took no action, right? So that's what it allows you to do, okay? Let's see here. So how do we specify Facebook that they've watched the video? Yeah, you're jumping ahead right now, but we'll show you how to do all of that. It's called creating a custom audience, okay? But I'm glad this is making sense, folks. It makes me happy. All right, so it's time to set up our ad account from start to finish. So that was part one, the first part of this training. And now this is where the work is at, all right? So I'm gonna take you through this, okay? And we're gonna go through it from top to bottom. But again, if I happen to be going a little bit too fast, or you want to do this on your own, feel free. But I encourage you still to watch what we're doing here. And for your benefit, what I've done is I have this broken down into steps, so you can watch each step and do each step just piece by piece, okay? So look inside the group right now, look inside your chat, and I want you to pull up the doc that I just sent to you, okay? And it looks like this, all right? So let me know when you're there. Just say there once you pull up the doc, all right? Put there in the question box. All right, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Saeed. Awesome. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna do this now. Understand that, again, you can do this in your own time. This is your homework before the next call. Just let you know that up front. But I'm gonna walk you through these steps and kind of go over just some areas, some gotcha areas, so they don't get you. But the process of creating an ad properly is you're going to have to do all 7 of these steps. We're going to do 6 of these today. The 7th step on here will be next week, okay? So the first thing in order to launch an ad is you have to create a Facebook page, okay, for your business. So these videos are pretty straightforward. Well, I'm just gonna play them. I might play them just a tad bit fast just so we can go through this. But the reason I'm doing it in this manner and gonna actually play the video on a live call is because at each step, if you have any questions, I can pause briefly, and then after that, I can answer some of the questions and we can continue. And then also, secondly, it allows you to go over it on your own when we're not on a live call. So if you don't have this stuff set up, just do it with me. Just do it with me right now. So open up Facebook, folks, like right now. Just open up Facebook and let's just do this, okay? So I'm gonna play this. Okay, so the very first thing that we're gonna do in order to run ads, you have to create a Facebook business page. Now, I'm going to assume that you don't have a page. You want to click plus right here in the top right. It says create, and we're going to create a page. Now, we can name this page, let's call it, your business. In this case, I'll just call it BMG Media Group, okay? Then you want to put your category, whatever your category is. So I'll just say consulting agency here. And then you want to have a description, we help local businesses thrive, as an example, and let me hide that menu there. So then just like that, you just want to click create, and then it'll take you through a couple of steps, just like so. So let's let that do what it does here. It says it is now created, and I can add images and more details, all that fun stuff. So then from here, you can add a profile picture. So you want to add a picture here, and then you want to add a cover photo that kind of represents what it's about. So on your profile picture, I'll just here. I think I have image here that I use sometimes. So you see here, I'm a consultant there, and then your cover photo. This is something that you can have that is kind of based on what your business is about, as an example. So, if your main thing is lead generation, then, have something on the page that kind of speaks to that. Like, we help businesses generate more leads faster or something like that, So basically just have something like that. I'm just gonna put this here as an example here, and it may be too small, but and then all you want to do is you just click save like that, and just go through the actual process here. And then the last thing that you want to do, since you created this page, is you want to just add some post here. And the best way to think about this is you want to add post based on what you do as far as the problems that you solve and the solutions you provide. Because sometimes people will come and look at your page after clicking on an ad. So if you're providing VIP clubs, or if you're providing text to landline to make a business text friendly, or a text widget, just have content on your site that represents that. So that's what you do. All right, so here's what I want you to do right now. If you don't have a business page, I want you to do that right now. Does anyone need like one more minute to create this page, or if we're good to continue, just say continue. Okay? Because we're here on a Friday, so we might as well get it done. You might as well just get it done. All right, lots of continues. All right, awesome. All right, let's keep rolling here. All right. Let's not do what we call double handling. When I was working in logistics, it's like two people doing the same task, and it's just not efficient. So don't double handle. If you can get it done right now, just do it right now. Okay? So next, what I want you to do is I want you to go to this URL here. So let's go to the second step. So let's go to step number 2. All right. And I want you to go to, I'll put the URL in here. Everyone click there if you don't have a business manager account set up. We're about to go through that right now. All right, so click on that link, look in the chat, okay? We're on step 2 right now. And what we're gonna do, just to let you know, is we're gonna go and fill out all this information right now. So let's just go through the videos. They're like very short and to the point, because I don't think any video is over 5 minutes, okay? So this one's 1 minute right here. So let's go through that really quick. So you wanna go to business.facebook.com. You're gonna land on a page like this, and you want to go to Business Manager. Now, Business Manager allows you to create multiple ad accounts and to run ads, to give people access to certain ad accounts, for instance, especially if you have someone in-house that's doing your ads. So think of this as like a hub for all of your advertising needs. You can read more about it here, but this is kind of the quick version. So you want to click on Create Account. And then you're going to name your business, your business account name. Okay, it said this should match the public name of the business. This will be visible across Facebook. So just call it your business name. So BMG, Media Group, LLC, right, or whatever it's called here. And then your name, you can just leave it here. So let's leave it just as that. And then your business email, for instance, you want to add that there. Okay, and then you just want to hit submit, just like so. So once that happens, you're gonna have to check all your information here to receive full access to this account, just like that. But now you are inside, and it can walk you through, what you can do here. But what we need to do now is to connect the Facebook page we just built, or one that you already have for your business, to your business manager account. So once you create your page, you can go through all this, but for brevity, I'm just going to click X here. Okay. So if you don't have that set up, go to that URL and go through that process now. And before we continue, once you do it, just say done. Once you've done that, just say done. All right. And I understand there's some people that may already have this set up, but I'm assuming that nobody has this stuff set up. So please be patient. All right. Thank you, Mike, Regina, Robert. All right. Done. All right. So now let's go to part 2 on this doc. Okay. And I'm going to play this video. And then if you have any questions after that, I'll take some. All right. So we're getting this done. Let's just get it done, folks. We can do it. Let's get it done. Okay, so I accidentally ended that video prematurely. So sometimes it'll bring you to a page like this, which says Business Suite, but we're not done with our setup. So what you want to do is you want to go to More Tools on the left. You want to click on Page Settings. All right, so do that. So if it brought you to that area, More Tools right here. Okay, and then click on Page Settings. Click on Page Settings. And you want to click on this gear in the top right that says Settings. All right. And then it will bring you back to your account setup area, just like so. Make sure to complete all your information here, such as your account name, leave it toggled how it is, the business name, your address, definitely put your country as well. And I've already done that. So then you would just save changes there. All right, so I want everyone to do that because I went kind of fast on that part. So go to More Tools, Business Account Settings, and then it should bring you back to the screen and fill out all that information here. All right, and once you've done that, right, just put done in the question box, please. I'll just give it a moment here. All right, so if I log in and go back here, please. Okay, done. All right, let me go back to the video. Which one was I on? I think I lost my own place here. Okay, here we go. But now what we need to do is we need to connect this ad account to the page that we're going to be running ads on. So click on Business Tools to the top right. You're going to go to Business Settings, okay? And once you go to Business Settings, you want to go to Accounts, just like so. And then you click Pages, and it says this company, right? The company you have now, but this company I've just set up for the ads manager doesn't have any pages yet, right? So you gotta add pages so we can advertise to these pages. We're gonna click Add. You're going to go to Add a Page since you already have a business page. You can either type in the URL of your Facebook page, or you can just type it in. So in this case, it's the BMG Media Group, just like so. There's the page, and it says Add page. And guess what? Since you're already admin, your request is approved automatically. So you've successfully created a Facebook Business Manager account and you've connected your page to your account. So we are good to go. All right, so I'm gonna just redo that half step there. Okay, so I went kind of fast here. So I'll just replay the last 30 seconds, all right? So you filled this part out already. So then you would just save changes there. But now what we need to do is we need to connect this ad account to the page that we're going to be running ads on. So click on Business Tools to the top right. We're going to go to Business Settings, okay? And once you go to Business Settings, you want to go to Accounts, just like so. And then you click Pages. And it says this company, right? The company you have now, but this company I've just set up for the ads manager doesn't have any pages yet, right? So we got to add pages so we can advertise to these pages. So we're going to click Add. You're going to go to Add a Page since you already have a business page. You can either type in the URL of your Facebook page, or you can just type it in. So in this case, it's the BMG Media Group, just like so. There's the page, and it says Add Page. And guess what? Since you're already admin, your request is approved automatically. So you've successfully created a Facebook Business Manager account and you've connected your page to your account. So we are good to go. All right. That's pretty simple, right? We can do that. Can we do that? Good to continue? Let me know. Alrighty. Good. Okay. And again, if I'm going too fast here, folks, remember, you have all these videos. That's why I did them individually and kind of bite-sized chunks. So just understand kind of what we're doing as far as, the flow and the concept and stuff, and you'll be all good. But good. All right, continue, please. All right. So next step, we just did ad account where you manage your ads. So now we need to go to create your ad account, okay? So we're gonna do this video. I think this is a little bit longer, but not too much, it's not bad. Let's see here. And if you can do it with me, okay? Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to create our ad account, okay? And if you happen to be in this page, you can always go to More Tools, but we want to click at is Business Settings. So when you click on Business Settings, just like so, you're going to look at Accounts, okay? And now we're going to click on Ad Account, all right? And we don't have any ad accounts yet. So again, this allows you to run your ads within your Business Manager account. So you want to click on Add, and then what we're going to do, since we don't have any ad accounts, we're going to create a new ad account. We're going to name this the name of your business. So let's just call this BMG Media Group LLC here. Put your time zone, your currency, click Next. And then this is for you. It's going to be used for your business. So you want to click that, toggle that, hit Create. And then once it does that, now what we need to do is we need to allow permission for people to manage your actual ads that you're going to run within your ad account. So in this case, this guy, Bill Maker here, this is like a demo Facebook account here. And then what permissions are you going to give this person, which is you? And you just want to toggle manage ad account admin access. So they have permission to do everything. You click Assign. It says, nice work. This has been created and added to the Business Manager account. And then you're done. But the last thing though, in order to launch your ad, is you're gonna need to go to payment method. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Just gonna add whatever your method of payment is. And then you just click close like that. And guess what? You're now ready to create your first ad. That's pretty simple, right? That's pretty easy. Is that easy peasy? Is that easy peasy? Yeah, where do you find that doc, that video I'm doing? It is in these steps that we're doing right now together. So look inside the chat, Gail, and you will see that we just completed step number 3 here, okay? We can do that. Yes? All right. Are there training videos for this now too? Yeah, I'm going through them. Like I'm actually going through the document, folks. So pay attention, please. All right.
And I've sent everybody that link on the side too, Jason, that asked that.
Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, like I'm literally going through the document that you all have. All right, so this one that we're about to do, this step will be a little bit more technical, okay? But you can still do it, all right? So basically what we're gonna do is still back inside Facebook Business Manager. Let me just go here, okay? You're gonna click at the very top, like the three, some people call it a hamburger, right? And we're gonna click on Events Manager. So I'm just kind of letting you know where we're at as far as how to get there. Because if you already have your account set up, we're gonna do this step by step. All right, so let me go back to this doc here. So you're gonna click Events Manager, okay? And then we're going to go here, make my screen a little bit bigger. You're going to click that green little button called Data Source, or you can click right here where it says Connect to Data Source. All right. So I'm going to go back here and I click on Events Manager. Okay. And you would click right here where it would say Connect Data Source right here, but I already have something set up, so I don't see it at the bottom here, but you can click the green one or the very bottom, which is right here, Connect to Data Source. Okay, so let's do that. And then we're going to choose web. Okay, so what we're doing as far as where we're at and what we're doing is adding a pixel, the starting process of adding your pixel. So click web, the checkbox. And then we're going to click on Facebook Pixel. Okay, it's like a wizard, it brings you through all the steps. So then it's going to ask you the name of your account, your ad account. And basically I would just name it what you named your account. So if your company is ABC Marketing Solutions, just name your pixel that, okay? You don't have to put anything in here for website right now, but then just click continue, okay? And when you click continue, it's going to bring you to a page like this that says, how do you want to install your pixel code? Do you want to manually add this on your website, or do you want to use a partner integration? So here's what this basically means. If you use a page builder like ClickFunnels or GrooveFunnels, they make it really easy to add your code without having to be a coder. So like I know in ClickFunnels they have a spot that says here's the header area to put your code in. So if you use a page builder for whatever service you're driving people from your ads to, click manually add pixel. Okay, it will give you a code and then you just paste that. I believe it's in the header tag area. But if you have one of our done for you websites that's built on WordPress as an example, you want to click on partner integration. Okay, it's going to bring you through some steps like this, and it seems like a lot of steps, but it's really simple. All we're going to do, just to let you know, is you're going to download the plugin, you're going to upload that plugin inside your WordPress site, you're going to activate that plugin, and then we're going to copy the pixel code, okay, the pixel ID, and place it in WordPress, just so that we can start tracking everyone that visits your site. Okay, so before I play this video on installing the pixel, am I good to continue to play this video, or do I need to stop for a moment here? Okay, yes to continue. All right, good. All right, awesome. All right, carry on. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna play this really quick. And, I can get it to click here. So I'm going to go over how to install this pixel. If you're using a page builder, then you would want to click on the manually add pixel code to website. But for the sake of this training, most of the people that may be watching this are using one of the done-for-you sites we created via WordPress. So in this case, you would choose partner integration. You want to choose the platform, which is WordPress. And then you just want to go to continue, just like so. And then you're going to download the plugin, okay? Then you want to go to continue next. And it's going to go through the process of how to install a plugin, which basically you're going to go to your plugin area in WordPress. You're going to click add new plugin. When you do that, you're going to choose a file to upload it. So you're going to click upload, choose the file you just downloaded, and then hit install. The next step, you're going to activate that plugin just like so. So now we're at a point that we can actually add this pixel. So the pixel that we're going to add is right the one that you created. So I'm going to hop out of here really quick. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy, you get out of here for a second, you're going to copy the pixel that you created. So in this case, it's a Pixel 2 demo. And I'm going to go here to my actual site. And when you find the plugin, you want to go to settings. And then you want to go down to Facebook Pixel in the bottom left. You're going to put your Pixel ID just like so. You're going to click Save Changes, and it will say Settings Save, just like so. I'm going to copy this URL in this example. I'm going to hop back over to Facebook, and I'm going to go back through this Pixel step. Again, go to Partner Integration. You're going to choose WordPress. We're going to click Continue. We already downloaded it, so we don't need to do that. We already know how to install the plugin. We've done that. You want to continue. You know how to upload the plugin. You want to click activate. We've done that already. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to test this pixel. So basically, the website we just copied, we want to paste it in here just to see if it's working properly. So Facebook is basically checking to ensure that things are working correctly. And you see here it says send to test traffic. And now it is active. So our pixel is successfully working. So basically this is adding a tag, if you will, for everyone that actually clicks on your website. And you can do things with that. You can add these people to an audience that you can put ads in front of. You can identify who is actually opting into your website as far as a lead that is being generated. So we're going to continue that next. So now we're going to go to set up events. So it says here, add events using setup tool. You can use the event setup tool to add standard events and parameters without the need to code. This is the easiest option to install. Okay. So I know it seemed like a lot, but all we did was we set up our pixel, okay? And once we set up our pixel, we downloaded the plugin, and then we took our ID, and then for our pixel ID, and then we pasted it inside our WordPress site. All right, can we do this, folks? Is that pretty clear cut? Are we good to continue, or any questions on this point? All right, good. It's not so bad, is it? I know it's a few steps, but it's not bad. If you just take it, one piece at a time, you can definitely do this. All right. So now that we got our pixel set up, the question is, how do we track specific actions, such as how do we know who just landed on our page versus who actually opted in to our site? So let me give you an example. So if I were to go to our landing page here for lead engage for landline texting, we can pixel people who just land on the site. But then if I'm to enter information and capture a lead, like I can actually pixel who actually opts into my website. So how do we track that? Well, that is what we call a standard event. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so you can track the actions of the things that people do on your site. Now, I'm going to go over in this video 2 ways. One of them is brand new that is actually the first time that I've done this. So I think it's still in beta, but then you'll see in the video, I say I recommend doing like the standard way, because I've never done the first way, but I just did it on video. So you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Okay, so follow along if you can as well. This is a little bit of a longer video. Okay, so now what we'll do is we need to track for events. Now, what I'm referring to is we want to know the leads that are being generated for your site. And this is very important because you're going to market, or you can market to someone differently that has actually taken action and they enter their info, versus someone who just may have landed on a site, but they didn't enter their contact info, name, email, phone number. So you want to market to those people differently. So on this page, now that you know you got your pixel set up, you can either click create here, and we're going to go to create custom conversion. And then you can also do open event setup tool. So I'm going to do this right here. This is, again, assuming that you have set up the WordPress plugin. So I'm going to go to this this demo site really quick, and I'm going to opt in on here with just some dummy information, just so I can get the thank you page. So what is the page that you're directing people to? The page you're directing people to once they enter their info. So we're going to take that because we want to capture those leads and add to an event. So we're going to put that in here. We're going to go to open website, and then you're going to see some info that comes on the top of the page like this, and you can add what it says. Track new button here. There's all events here. So we're going to go to events on this page, track new button, just like so. And what we're going to do here is we're going to click on new. We're going to select an event, and we want to select lead, okay? And we're not going to include a value because we don't know what the value of a lead is right now, because we're just trying to generate a lead and eventually going to have an appointment and sell them. We're going to hit confirm now. And it says the lead event is live and being tracked on your site. So that is all you do, right? And I just click on finish setup here, okay? And I guess you can say it was helpful. Don't want to do that.
Over 100.
So that's fine. So then if I refresh this main page here, you can see that in this case, we're able to track the lead here, just like so. See that? So next what I want to do, and this is, I think this is in beta at this point, like what I just did. But typically what I do is I go to create, and you want to go to create custom conversion here, okay? I'm going to click that, and then it's going to pull up, whatever pixel that you're tracking. You're going to name it. We're just going to call this, lead engage or VIP leads, right? Leads. And then you can look at all that, just basically what it says, all traffic here. But you're going to select your category, and then you want to select the category that Facebook does recommend. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to find where it says lead. I'm going to select lead here, and then it says URL contains. So I like to just put the equal here because I want only to track that specific URL. And this is that specific URL here that I'm tracking, and I'm clicking create, just like so. You created a custom conversion, lead engage VIP leads, and I am done, just like so. So if you look here, I just kind of refresh the page here. You can now see that I am tracking the page views right here, and then I have the leads right here as well. And you can just see both the leads here, and that's pretty much all you got to do. But again, I rarely do the one that I just showed you with the website, so I just always go to create, And then the custom conversion, this one I do recommend, so you're able to track it. All right, so just one thing I do want to go over is, why do you think I used the thank you page and not the home page? There was a reason I did that. Like, what was the reason for that I used the thank you page for that? Okay. Please put in the question box. Okay, people who've opted in because they've opted in, correct. Yes, to track opt-ins. So I want to be very clear about that. When you're tracking a lead, this isn't a lead here. When someone goes and opts in and they land here, the only way someone is able to land on your thank you page is because they have entered their information. So this would be the URL, or whatever URL your thank you page is, the place that people are directed to after they opt in. That would be considered a lead. Okay? And the reason why you want to set this stuff up, if you're wondering, like, why can't I just have an ad and just set it up, and why do I want to use a pixel or track a lead? Like, why? Listen, Facebook is so smart that if you're telling it to track leads, the more leads that come into the system, it will continually find leads that are most similar to the people that opted in to your site. So basically what it's saying is that it's going to find more people like the people who opted into your site, which will continue to make your ads smarter and will make your ads perform better. So this is imperative that you set this stuff up. All right. So that's the reason why we're doing all this. And then two, you're able to do retargeting. You're able to set everything up and follow people around the web, because you know people are not going to take action on the first step. Is this helpful, folks? Before I continue, is this info helpful? Is something that was originally confusing, is it becoming more clear? Is it becoming more clear how this process works? Let me know. Awesome. This is gold. Yep. Awesome stuff. Good. Mike says, I think this is a service that most local business owners have no idea. It is a service in itself that you can charge premium prices for setting up for them. Bingo. You're absolutely right, Mike. You're absolutely right. So right. Like, everything we've gone through, like Mike said, most business owners have no clue how to do this. Like, the extent that I've seen a business owner literally blow money on is they will just boost the post. Like, I got a client that pays us like just shy of $1,000 a month, and I've seen this dude routinely blow like $600-700 just boosting posts. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You are literally just burning money. Give me that money and I'll give you a better result. He's like, oh, I didn't think about it. It was just so easy to boost it for a few $100s. And it's like, it's so many business owners that do stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It really is. And it just lets you know that you can really help them. Okay. Let's see here. I've installed a text widget. Won't it conflict with a pixel? No, it won't. Sahi, not at all. Let's see here. So the more restaurant owners who opt in will result in Facebook finding more restaurant owners? Absolutely. So basically how it works is, like, they'll look at the people that are opting in to your site, and in Facebook's world, that particular person has all these saved data points on them. And I've heard upwards of, like, there's over 2,000 plus data points. And Facebook's so smart with their advertising that they can make your ads perform better by finding more people like that. And the reason they would do that is because it continues to create a better user experience. And then it continues to pay Facebook because they find more people that have a higher propensity to click your ad and engage with your ad. Facebook's making more money, right? So it's just a system that it just works and continues to get smarter. Let's see here. Valuable stuff that owners have charged hundreds for. Thanks for doing this. Very welcome. Let's see. Is there a certification badge for this? LOL. I know, right? We just wanted to give some crazy value today, and we still got more, so let's keep going here. All right, boost post equals flush money down the drain. Amen to that. That is true. That is true. All right. So last step here, folks, is let's go over how to create custom audiences. So we created the pixel, right? We created the standard event on how to track who's opting into leads. Now we got to tell where to actually, what bucket to put those people in that took that specific action. And the buckets that you're putting people in, such as put people into the lead bucket, put people into the people that only landed on my site bucket, put people on, they landed on my calendar page bucket. You do that by creating a custom audience. And here's how we do it. So follow along if you can as well, okay? Let's do it. I feel like I'm going through a loop here. What is going on? Yep, I am taking myself through a loop. That's what I did. I messed up the doc. All right. So let me show you here. Okay. All right. So we're just going to do this cavalier style here. So you want to go to your business manager. And I have this video. I'm glad I've seen this because it would have put you through a loop. But you want to click on audiences. All right. So again, you inside your business manager, it's like the business tools. I clicked on that. I clicked on audiences. Okay. And then we're going to create what we call a custom audience at the top here. Okay. And we're going to click on website. Okay. So this is an audience based on web visitors from your Facebook pixel. You know what that means, right? Based on events such as purchases, leads, visitors, stuff like that. So I'm going to click on website. Okay. And then you want to kind of name your pixel. So I'll just leave it here, but I suggest naming your pixel what your Facebook business account is called. Okay. And then you want to hit continue, just like so. And I'm in another account here, so that's why my pixel's red. But so then what you want to do is, I always leave it on all website visitors. So you can have people in an audience for the maximum of 180 days. So put 180 days, just like so. And then, let me see here. So now I'm going to go to specific, who visited specific website pages. Because let's say I'm building an audience of people that have opted into my page. I only want to build an audience of leads. Okay. So I did that right here, toggle specific pages. And then I will go to that thank you page URL. I'll do that. And then I'll paste it here just like so. I'll name it, and just name it based on the action. So people who opted into lead, engage, lander. And then you just hit create audience. And what it's going to do is it has it here where it says people who opted into lead, engage, lander. And over time, this list will grow. So now once you launch your ads inside Ads Manager, you're able to select a custom audience, and you can say, I want to put this special ad in front of people who've opted in to the lead, engage, lander. So it allows you to build ads or to put ads in front of just that specific audience. Does that make sense? Pretty clear? All right, so now I need to figure out where that video's at. So you all do that as I find this video, because I just created a loop here. I want to make sure I know where this is at. So that's the...
Alrighty.
Okay, yeah, this video. So as I'm fixing this doc, you all do that. So what I recommend doing, create an audience for people who landed on the page. So just your homepage URL, and then create an audience for people that opted in, which is going to be your thank you page. And that's all you do. And the tech as to how all this works is like, how are you able to track this stuff? We didn't have to do anything but add a URL. Remember, we added the pixel code on our website. So the pixel code basically tracks all activity that happens. But then we build a custom audience to say, put these specific people that took this specific action into this custom audience or a bucket. Okay? Does that make sense, folks? Like I know it's a lot that I've gone through, but does the concept I've gone over, custom audience, the pixels, is this helpful? Like, is it starting to make sense here? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Very helpful. Very helpful. Good. Carl says, are we able to do this with the concierge website? Yeah, we don't do this, but you're going to have to do this yourself once you get it set up. That's why I'm using his examples to with the WordPress website and how to do it. But you can even probably give these videos to someone on Fiverr or whatnot that could just go through these steps and they could do it, because this is step-by-step, folks. Like, this is literally step-by-step. Let me see. I messed something up here. I gotta fix this. It's bothering me. Oh, that's what I did. I looped it back into the same document. Smart guy. All right. Go here and edit this link. Okay. So that should get you where you need to be. In fact, let's say. Okay. We'll go on this one more time. And all right. Now you're ready to go, folks. Good to go. So the doc is good. All right. So that's all you do. That is literally all you do to set this up. So let's see what you have here. When Pixel is added, does the audience get added to by organic view of web page, or only if it comes from a Facebook ad? That's a good question. It attracts organic too, because it's all website visitors. It's all website visitors, right? So it just tracks every action on there. Let's see here. It's in the same section under the ad account, but that's for another training. We'll go over that next week, Corey, to add an account. So a person could be in multiple audiences based on the actions they take in your website. Absolutely. And there's rules that you can do as well, such as you can exclude certain audiences to say, and this is done in the ad manager level where you're setting the ad, say like to exclude people who are in this audience, like people who don't only show this ad to people who have opted in, but exclude the people who've landed on the page. So you can do things like that as well, okay? So what's next? What is next? So on part 2, which will be on Thursday, we're gonna go over building the ad. So how to create the actual ad. I'm gonna go over some ad strategies, how to use ads to position yourself as a marketing expert in your town. Some pretty cool stuff. Advanced prospecting, so you can generate more business consistently. Some really neat high-level strategies that don't even involve advertising, but I just wanted to add that because it's fun and it's cool. And then how to connect everything. So making sure your website is connected, your leads go to your autoresponder, all that good stuff. And we got an ad expert, a person that's worked on my ads, done work for Jeff as well. He's coming in next week, so I think he'll do like the first part of the training. And then he's gonna go over a lot of stuff. Like this dude has, I think the last amount he said was he's managed over $30 million in advertising spend for a numerous amount of clients, like high-level players in this space that you've probably seen. So he knows the stuff when it comes to advertising. So we'll do that next week. So your homework is to get your business manager properly set up so you can be in a position to run ads next week.